Mikkel Damsgaard burst onto the international stage with that unbelievable free kick against England at Wembley in the Euros. Since then he's gone on to play in Serie A and of course here at Brentford in the Premier League. He's still only 23, but I want to know if he's got any plans for life after football just yet. This is Pension B's Plan B. Mikkel, thanks for joining me, mate.
No problem.
Let's go back to your early football memories. Can you remember the first time you took an interest in football or had a ball at your feet?
Oh, I can't remember the first time I had a ball on my feet, but it's been since forever. I started playing with teams when I was 4 years old, so I can't really remember back to when I was started, but my parents were always telling me that my dad put a football on my feet just as soon as he could and I could walk.
And you came from a football family, right? Because your dad was a coach as well.
Yeah, he wasn't a coach before I had me, but he coached me and the young kids from where in a little town in Denmark, from where we're from for 9 years or something. Yeah.
And then, am I right in thinking, was it 12 years of age where kind of everything changed?
Yeah, I started taking it more serious. I got scouted from Nordsjælland, Danish club, and it switched up really quickly, and we started taking it more serious, training more, more competitive, playing with better players from around Denmark, gathering in one team. So it started to be more like elite level.
Right.
Well, yeah.
One thing I've heard all your coaches from that time say about yourself is how intelligent you were as a footballer. Have you kind of been studious with football? Like, did you study at a lot of that age? Did you look up to certain people, or was it more natural?
I think it's pretty natural. It's nice of them to say I'm very intelligent, but I think, yeah, it's natural for me what I see, and I've had a lot of good coaches in Nordsjælland. My dad also, but in Nordsjælland that taught me a lot of stuff how they see the game. I just took from them and just try to keep improving, always being like interested in like learning like the new stuff, the new coaches, because I feel like you always learn a lot of different stuff from different coaches. So yeah.
So did you start thinking at this age, this is going to be my career, this is what I want to do?
No, not at all. Honestly, like before I became like a senior player, like I didn't really realize that I was gonna be a professional player. It was just very quickly from when I was 16, 17, I just suddenly just playing like professionally, and then I just kind of went from there. But I didn't really think about it too much before that.
At this time as well, you juggling school as well.
Yeah, exactly.
Your studies.
Yeah, so we were going from, my days were from like taking the train at 7, 8 in the morning, going to school, then training after, so coming home at like 8 at night, so from 8 to 8, and that's very hard when you're very young and want to spend time with your friends, and all the weekends we had games, and it was definitely a hard period trying to make it.
Do you think those tough times have made you the person that you are and the player you are today?
Yeah, I think so. I think like it's a sacrifice, but I think it's paying off pretty good now. Like I have more time than back then, but yeah, I mean, everybody could probably imagine what it's like when you're 12, 13, 14, 15, not spending any time with your friends. So that is hard, but yeah.
You're 23, right? So you've got a long way to go in your football career.
Yeah.
But are you thinking about your financial security at this age? And
oh yeah, I mean for sure. Yeah, when you like sign big contracts for a lot of money, you think, oh, that is nice. This is nice. I can feel pretty secure about my future. If I was to quit as a footballer at like 35, let's say that, I would not need to go back to work. It's that's an amazing feeling to have, and that's of course very, very nice.
And talking about, again, it's a long time away, but life when you do hang up your boots. To me, there's so many things about you. You've played in major tournaments, you've played in 2 of the biggest leagues in the world. Technically, you're an amazing footballer. You've already inspired a lot of young players, especially imagine where you've come from, but also, like you mentioned, you're maybe a little bit more of a late developer than other players.
Yeah.
Do you think you'll stay in football?
Honestly, I wouldn't hate staying in football because I do like. I think it's interesting, yeah, but I'm not sure what I would do after my career. I'd probably take some years off to like figure out maybe what is it I want to do.
Yeah, well look mate, it's a a long way away.
Yeah,
But yeah, at the
hopefully.
moment we're just enjoying you in the Brentford shirt, mate. So
Thanks.
thanks for your time.
Thanks.
Cheers.
Cheers.